What's up, Builders Club TV Nation? You got DeJuan Jones here, your professional stay-at-home dad. Hey guys, we're back at you with another phenomenal individual. You know his name. You probably see him on the internet doing some big things. We got Lorenzo Hoffman on the show. Man, this guy's an entrepreneur. He's the CEO of BYOBfx, a forex trader, digital marketer, so many other things. But we'll let him tell you a little bit more about himself. I'm going to get myself on camera really quickly. You know how we do it, family. Let me get myself on camera so you can see me. What's going on, guys? As I said, we're excited, man. This guy is the epitome of a beast in the industry, so we're excited to have him. Let me get him on the camera for us. Lorenzo Hoffman, what's going on, brother? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Let me get you on the camera. There you go, man. What's going on, man?
Oh, not much, man. Just kick back on this Friday like we do every day of the week. Just working smarter, not harder. That's all.
Man, I feel you, man. Hey, we're glad to have you on the show, man. We know you've been doing some major things out there online, man. Thank you for coming on to the Builders Club TV.
Man, I appreciate you for actually having me on. I appreciate you for having me on, my brother.
No doubt about it, man. In fact, Lorenzo, when people like yourself out there doing some great things, helping a lot of people win in this work from home industry, we definitely want to have you on, because here on the Builders Club TV, we like to dig a little bit into the past, and I like to say reverse engineer your success and kind of figure out how you arrived, man, because there's so many people out there. They're probably watching you on Facebook, they're watching you online, they're looking at your success and not realizing all the hard work you had to put in to get to where you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I mean, to answer your question, how we all arrive is that we basically have an idea. The difference between whether we're going to go ahead and take action upon that idea, or we just going to let the idea stick in our light bulb. So I'm just a person who decided to take action upon an idea and also fail so I can get things corrected to learn how to win.
Absolutely.
That's pretty much how the entrepreneurship path. I know people hear it a lot of different times in a lot of different ways, but that's how we all pretty much get to a point where we at.
Exactly. Well, man, if you don't mind, today we're going to go back, man. Tonight we're going to go back into your past, and we're going to uncover some of those hidden jewels, those learning moments that allowed you to climb to the level you are today in your success. So, man, take us back a little bit, man. Let's jump in the time machine a little bit, and let's talk about your evolution, man, how you evolved. What was life like before you discovered the work from home industry? What were you doing at that time?
I was just like any average person, working a 9 to 5. I basically was working a 12-hour shift at plants. I usually like to work at plants because you can go in there, you can get the hours, and you can make what we thought was a little bit more money. So just to revolution you guys back, I got started online in March 2013. But before I got started online, I was just, the average Joe, the average worker, just, working 50, 60 hours per week, trying to provide for my daughter, trying to provide for myself and my family, and just try to make a way out of no way. And it was just something digging deep into me, was saying like, hey, you above average, you above, you should get paid a lot more than what you're putting in. And it was just a light bulb click to, I had to follow my dreams, my path, to where my other side of me say, hey, you're an entrepreneur. First and foremost, you don't like to work for people. And now you're working for people and you're getting paid, which you're not worth. You have to evolve. And that's when I went ahead and pursued my entrepreneur journey online, because I've seen so many success stories, and I've seen average people, just came from out of nowhere and, made the type of money that they want and deserve. So
right,
that's how I got started.
Right. But let's look at this for a second. Let's dissect. Let's unpack the part where you said, hey, man, I was working 12-hour shifts in the plant. Tell us a little bit about those moments and where you were thinking to yourself, man, it's got to be a better way, because eventually you maybe you were approached by someone. How were you introduced to the opportunity world, you know? Or did you give a shot at something else, or maybe a more traditional business? What was your venturing like into, or how did you venture into just the world of entrepreneurship, transitioning from employee to entrepreneur?
All right, the transition was hard once I officially transitioned from employee to entrepreneur. But the fight was, hey, I got to learn something totally new. And with me learning something totally new, of course, income has to come in between it. It was hard, and it was a major decision in my life to where, I got tired of boss telling me what to do, get tired of team leaders bossing you around and stuff like that. And I just, I'm the type of person that come from a competitive background. If you ever played sports in high school and college and things like that,
Oh yeah.
We're built to compete.
Right.
And when it's time to make a decision, and the decision is to win bigger, that's the path where we, pretty much that's where we generate to.
Right.
And I said either win, lose, or draw. And I see the statistics of success, so I had to go over here and make a choice to where I had to take that leap of faith to the entrepreneur world. And it was hard coming in because I didn't know anything.
Right.
It was totally new to me, and having to share the opportunity and share your vision with other people, it was it was a work of art. But I got through it, and I pushed through it because I told myself, man, you're somebody special. You have a God-gifted purpose, and you're somebody different. And by coming from that competitive sport realm, where I've been coached over the years, I made a decision to decide to step up and coach and help other entrepreneurs, basically give them that belief and give them that confidence to where that they can accomplish those big dreams and goals. And look at me now, just look at me now, pushing other people, giving other people belief, letting everybody know that they can do it, rubbing my positivity on other people, and hey, it can backfire on you.
Right. And I must commend you, bro. I mean, when you talk about giving other folks belief, I think that's something you do well. In fact, recently you did a Facebook Live, very powerful, man, where you spoke about, because you were just talking about how much you had to learn in order to get to where you are in the present moment. And on the Facebook Live, you talked about how everybody wants to earn, but nobody wants to learn, right? And you talked about how you can't just expect to come in here and get or achieve the type of results that you're seeing other folks get without first acquiring the skill set, man. That's something that you believe, right? That's something that you really,
yeah. That's what everybody think that they try to catch the easy way out, and there's really no easy way out. Everything become easy when you put in all the hard work.
Right. And so many people want to get to that success. They see other people like yourself have success, and they see the end result. They don't see all the hours that you put in, right? Learning everything that you know, and all the sweat equity that comes before all of the results, right? Right. So to switch gears a little bit, man, you mentioned athletics. You played a little football back in the day.
Yeah, I played college football. I love basketball as well, but I had to make a decision when I went to college. So I decided football because it was more of a hit. It was more of a physical sport. Even though I'm tall and skinny and things like that, but I was a different person, and that's how I like to compete.
Right. You had dreams of going to the NFL one day, or?
Yes, sir. Sir. I definitely had dreams, goals, aspirations to go to the NFL. First and foremost, I actually, I'm proud of what I've done in college, because my last year coming out in 2006, I was one of the top 100 wide receivers coming out inside the draft, and I was a draft prospect, and I was projected to get drafted later in the rounds, but unfortunately things didn't work out. I went ahead to pursue my football career to play a couple years of professional arena football in Texas. And I didn't really like arena football. Like I say, I'm very tall, and that field was so small. And I was the person that had it all and just really just gave up. I gave up too easily. Instead of just trying to get me an agent, instead of me just continue to work on my drills and put forth the effort and, put myself above and going and, getting some of these workouts myself, I just decided like, man, I just gave up. And that's why when I got in entrepreneurship close to 7 years back, the struggles, the times was, the struggles was real coming in your first couple of years, learning something new, and you had to depend on you, and you had to depend on others to, feed yourself. It just basically, shifted a whole another level within myself.
Right, right. And so, how did you get started in the work from home industry? What type of, was it network marketing, online marketing, affiliate marketing? How did you wet your beak, man? How did you get your feet wet?
I got my feet wet. The first opportunity, a lot of people know Motor Clubs of America, MCA.
Legendary.
And then I was looking, I got tired of my team leader and all that stuff messed with me. I got on the internet and I typed in 6-figure jobs. And unfortunately, when I typed in 6-figure jobs, I started seeing network marketing companies, affiliate marketing companies, and I seen something that caught my attention was a company called Motor Club of America. And just to go on YouTube and to see people were actually, making thousands of dollars per week without going to work and promoting a service, a service that I felt like everybody needed. I was like, whoo, seeing people make thousands of dollars a week, even was making $10,000 a week. That just was motivation to my soul to see people who are standing right behind a smartphone or a computer to be able to generate that type of income working online. And I said, hey, I got my $40 and I was all in.
Right. So that was your experience that led you to eventually developing or acquiring the skill set that you have now. Because when it comes to marketing, you know what you're doing, bro. I see some of the things that you're doing out there. I pay attention, and you definitely know what you're doing. What kind of advice do you have for a person who says, you know what, I'm online, I'm typing in 6-figure income, I'm trying to figure it out like Lorenzo Hoffman did? What kind of advice do you have? Because as you probably already know, of course, there's a lot of information out there and a lot of people get lost in the sauce. So what kind of advice do you have for a person that's probably going to watch this interview right here and they're trying to figure out, man, where do I begin? Where do I start? How do I wet my beak?
All right, I can give people I give you guys some great sauce on that. And I got this from somebody that I respected and you probably know as well, Elijah Beer.
Shout out to Elijah Beer.
Yeah. And it was about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I seen a man on Instagram that was like, he was just living this dream life. You see his receipts of his ATM withdrawals, you see his vacations, You see the illusion. Basically, what we all tell entrepreneurs is that you have to be visionaries and you have to put it out there in the universe, and it all comes from law of attraction because you draw a different audience or different people to you, to where they will get to asking you questions like, like what it is you do. Hey, can you help me or this and that? It all boils down to law of attraction. And when you're presenting yourself out here as online marketers, as network marketers, as affiliate marketers, understand that you are somebody and someone special. So when you go eat out with the family, when you go to the park and take some cool little pictures, or when you're around your house, when you are in your office, when you at the beach, and when you just out just reading a book, anything, just snap some pictures, put it on your social medias, inside your stories, and just understand the law that attract people. That will be the major advice that I'm pretty sure you understand. And a lot of people who's doing online and network marketing is that to put yourself out there, present yourself in a way to where it will draw an audience of people to where you may not be at that milestone, but the things that you do and the things that you put out there to the universe, it will generally pull you into that atmosphere.
Wow, that's strong, brother. Man, I hope you guys, Builders Club TV Nation, I hope y'all taking some serious notes from the brother here, dropping some science, as we like to say, man. Make sure you smash that like button. Yeah, I'm using the old school word, dropping some science, right? But, man, let's talk about this. Let's switch gears a little bit, man. Lifestyle, man. Nobody does it better. I see you out there really sharing that lifestyle, man. I think that's a very critical part too when it comes to attracting, right? Kind of showing people the fruits of the labor. What does Lorenzo Hoffman do? Because obviously we see you working hard out there doing your thing, but what do you do when you're not working, man? How do you enjoy? In fact, you know what? Before I ask you that, we'll get back to that. Let me ask you this. The moment where you started to enjoy your fruits from your labor, that moment where you felt like, hey man, this is actually working. What was that moment like when you start feeling like, man, this is actually working?
I'm gonna take y'all back, and you guys know that I've been online getting it up out the mud for a little above 6 years, and I'll say midway in between, roughly about 3 years ago, I was at a point in my life to where, sometimes we have to, go into survival mode. So I was homeless, I was sleeping in my car, and inside the time frame, I was actually, learning a skill set to where I seen a good friend of mine and a good business partner of mine killing it. So, I didn't have much money, but the little money that I have, I will invest that back into pay for advertisement when it was, utilizing Facebook ads. The first couple weeks, it was just like, man, will it work? Will it won't work? Or whatever the case may be. But, I stuck to it, and I was putting fiercely 20 hours a day into it until it was crazy. I tell you, it was so crazy to where after my first month, I have literally made my first 5-figure month, sleeping inside my car. So the crazy thing is, I was out there in the park for 3 months. When I looked at my bank account, I looked at my bank statement, I said, man, why I'm still in the park? I had over $20,000, roughly about $27,000 in my bank account. I stayed down for and I was homeless. I was inside a 2004 Altima. Every night I slept in the park. Every morning I wake up, I went to McDonald's to use the McDonald's Wi-Fi. Every evening I went to J Pilot, that was like a truck store, so I wanted to move around so I can use their Wi-Fi. And unfortunately, around that time period, I had a little part-time job to where I would go in at about 11 o'clock and get off at about 5-6 o'clock in the morning. I had to go back and actually grab me a couple of coins for, I was in survival mode. And I used that little money, and next thing you know, hey, boom, to answer your question, that was the most money I've ever made packed into 90 days being in the park. It was the most money I ever made per month, and it was blessed, man.
That is amazing. That is truly amazing. You know what I want to figure out? In the moment, in your car, you at the beginning, you probably thinking, man, is this gonna work? Like you said, what kept you going in that moment? What kept you motivated?
What kept me motivated? I had this inner spirit, we call our God, and he spoke to me a lot more. I was able to build a closer connection. Not only that, he confirmed it. Every morning I used to wake up, I used to hear the lovely birds. It used to be different going out there to the park. The first couple days, the first couple weeks, it used to be a little weird. And unfortunately, I was out there after the first couple weeks, to have that inner voice confirming, to actually seeing me putting forth the work and now seeing, a little small results, and just to hear the birds chirp in the morning, just to let me know that I was safe. Uh, that's what it was, man.
Wow, man, you're gonna have people dropping everything and driving their car to the park and trying to pull off what you did, man. That is amazing. That is unbelievable, man. That I have a whole new respect for you now that I've heard that story, man. But let's do this, because you put in that work and you made it happen. Like you said, you took it, not even the mud. I don't know what's below the mud, but you got it below the mud, man. So, describe your lifestyle now. How is life now that you've been able to achieve success? And I know you're not done. You're just getting started. But what is success like?
Yeah, I'm really just getting started. Everything that I learned over the 6 years, I'm pouring it into my business now. I'm the CEO and founder of BYOBfx, and now, instead of just being affiliate network marketing, which I may still do at times, I actually have my own business to where I pay out people to market the services and the products that my company has to offer. And over the last maybe year and a half, 2 years, I made the most money in my life. Was able to hit the top 1% of a couple companies, and life has been amazing. I'm able to travel more, have less worries, work less. I just work smarter, not harder. And all the work that I used to be doing, all the grinding, the 100 messages per day, the networking, the making the connections and stuff like that, I could spend most of my time just actually teaching other people how to do that now. So I'm compressing time frames, and I have an opportunity to pay other people to do all the work that I used to do now. And it's truly a blessing. First and foremost, you have to put yourself in position to learn, grow, educate yourself. And then once you're able to do that, you can collapse time frames and accomplish so much more by pouring all that stuff into other people, by mentoring and helping other people do the same thing that you have done to, dictate the growth, to get to the where you can grow to.
Right. Wow, man. Wow, that's amazing. That is truly, truly amazing. In that moment, man, where you were creating that success for yourself, did you have a vivid picture, like in your mind, that life would be the way it is today? And was that part of your motivation?
Yes. I seen so many people do it. We always, once we start doing online marketing or putting ourselves in a position to make money online, and you have a network, mentors, or people you look up to, and you just see them out there continue to grind, continue to shine, and you're a positive person, and you see them doing it. At the end of the day, you're gonna be like, man, I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna do it. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, may not be next month, but it definitely will be within a year. You can get motivated enough to just go ahead and make it happen, my brother.
Right. And when people hear your story, when a lot of folks gonna watch this interview, Lorenzo, and when they hear your story, man, you today have eliminated any excuses. I mean, when you hear your story, from the car in the park to CEO of your own profitable company, that's heavy, man. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing. And so we definitely got to have you back on the show, Lorenzo. Watching you move online, you're a bit of a motivational speaker as well, man. Definitely a bit of a motivational speaker. We might have to have you on the Builders Club TV, sharing some of those nuggets, man. You know what I'm saying? So will you go ahead and give out your social media so the family can get in touch and learn more about you, connect with you if they like?
Okay, sure. Yeah, definitely do that because we do have motivational calls Monday through Saturday, and I have a collected amount of people, and I do lead those off. But hey, guys, my name is Lorenzo Hoffman. You can find me, Lorenzo Hoffman, King Zoe, aka Let's Work, on Facebook. And you can find me on Instagram, Six Figure Family. That's SIX Figure Family 10 on Instagram. And you can also follow me on YouTube. So those the networks that I'm on the most, the social media networks that I'm on the most. But yeah, man, I definitely love to come back on here. I can give you the insights and keep you updated on my company growth. And man, I appreciate the opportunity to actually be on here today.
Yeah.
Because I guess I gotta get used to these anyway. So, and I'm actually fully launching, so I know I'm gonna be get interviewed next week. So I said, hey, let me go ahead and get on here and kind of get warmed up a little bit because I know it's gonna be coming.
Oh, absolutely, man. Because people want to know when you do what you've done and you go through the fire. See, a lot of people don't want to go through the fire. It's like you said on your Facebook Live. A lot of people want the results. They want the jumper. They want to dunk like LeBron, but they don't want to spend time in the gym, right? And
Right.
you did it. And to find out today the method in which you did it, that I'm sure everyone watching has a newfound, even more respect for your story and what you've accomplished. And like you said, we definitely want to cling on and follow your story. Want to find out what's going on with your company and just follow your progress, bro. And we know you're getting ready to do some more phenomenal things out there. So we definitely are excited by having you on the show. We definitely got to have you back, Lorenzo, for the Builders Club TV live chat series. And that basically is where we're going to go live and the audience can ask you questions, talk with you one-on-one, ask whatever questions they want. You know what I mean? There's a lot of folks here watching the Builders Club TV that are entrepreneurs working from home and they're looking to achieve the success that you have, right? And so we definitely got to have you back for that. And I think one segment that you're absolutely going to crush is the Builders Club TV Day in the Life, where we just follow you, turn the camera on, we follow the lifestyle. You show whatever you want to show, but it's all about inspiration, man.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's fine with me, my brother.
Absolutely, man. Everybody, Builders Club TV Nation, Lorenzo Hoffman. We'll see you in the next time, right, guys? Peace.
All right, peace.